Cam Barr for Cam's Mortgage Minute on Thursday, June the 6th. Some numbers in, some statistics. We've been talking about a soft landing in the real estate market. Well, it would appear that the numbers that are coming out are supporting this. Ever since the new rule changes in the mortgages last fall, and with all of else that's been going on with the economy, economists have been divided as to which way the direction's going, but it would appear that this soft landing some economists have been talking about is shaping up. Toronto, Canada's obviously its biggest city, rose 5.4%. Home prices rose that much in May from a year ago. Basically the biggest increase in 5 months. So it would look like the gradual slide has turned into a slight increase now and starting. Statistics Canada also said the value of April municipal building permits posted a 10.5% gain. Basically, it's showing signs. Basically the signs of a sharp correction are not there. It would appear that the housing market is still pretty soft. It's certainly not on that steep descent as everybody had predicted. I think in order for that to happen, a lot of economists would agree that we need to see a big shift up in interest rates. If we saw a dramatic rise in interest rates, we would definitely see a much steeper descent. And it would appear that if we continue on the path we're in with pretty steady mortgage rates, record low rates in fact, we're going to see that moderation continuing on. The real estate component or mortgages as a whole are encompassing a big chunk of Canadian banks. In fact, to the tune of about $955 billion by the end of March, or roughly 26% of the total assets of the banks. That's up from about $521 billion about 5 years ago, which represented only about 20% of the assets at the time. As far as Toronto and what's happening there, the average sales price rose to about $542,174 from about $514,567 a year ago, while the composite benchmark price for the city was up about 2.8%. Unit sales, however, were down 3.5% from a year earlier. And the decline was primarily led by condos and townhomes, and that seems to be where the drop has been. On a year-to-year basis, Toronto itself has seen sales down about 9.6%. So there's, that's that 10% change, but it looks like prices are still holding pretty steady. On what's happening out in the general global picture across Canada, residential building permits rose about 21% to about 4.35 billion in April. That's led by about a 51.9% jump in condominium construction intentions by developers and builders. So it seems like it's kind of an anomaly here. There's a lot of glut of condos on the market in a lot of areas. However, it would appear that developers are thinking about building more. Vancouver made one of the largest contributions, where building permits rose about 50.7% for multifamily dwellings. In Calgary, they rose about 40.6%. to a total value of about $773 million on a lot of commercial buildings as well. Vancouver home sales rose about 1% in May from a year ago, and the composite prices were down 4.3% overall. So what is this pointing to? Well, it would appear that while sales are down in some areas or weaker, it seems like house prices are still holding fairly steady. Again, depending on the area, there may be steeper declines, but overall it seems to be a gradual slowing, a gradual cooling of the market. There doesn't seem to be this steep decline. Could that change? Absolutely. I mean, economies are funny things, and psychology is a funny thing, and I alluded to that a few months ago when we talked about it at a previous Mortgage Minute, about the psychology of the market and how people, when they feel that things are going to crater and drop, it turns into kind of this chicken little sky is falling syndrome. And it would appear that the stats are not bearing that out right now, that the sky is not indeed falling. In fact, in Victoria, it's sunny and blue, so hey, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm always happy to share this information with you because I find economists, I find the news very fascinating because there's one opinion one day, another one a different day. But over a long haul, if we keep analyzing and looking at it, some things will come true and bear out. And the one thing that seems to be ringing true at this point is that we are in a slowdown, but it's a gradual one, not a steep descent. Anyway, it's been Cam for Cam's Mortgage Minute. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And again, if you need anything mortgage-wise, you need some help figuring things out, you're a little confused about what's going on, you're a first-time buyer, seasoned investor, whatever, give us a call at the Auxilium team. We're always ready, willing, able to help. And I look forward to again seeing you tomorrow.